Let's start today's video with a shocking truth that probably no supplement seller wants you to know. Most men, when they pass the age of 40 or 50 and feel they no longer have the same physical strength and vitality, immediately blame the usual suspect, hormones. They think their testosterone is like a leaky gas tank, constantly draining, and that this means the end of their prime. But what if I told you that in 85% of cases, hormones aren't the problem at all? What if I told you your body still has the potential it did in your youth? But the blood flow pathways in the most sensitive parts of your body are blocked because of the modern lifestyle. How would you respond to that? Today I'm not going to talk about magic pills, strange potions, or strict diets. I'm going to share a physical secret with you that is rooted in the precise anatomy of the human body. A secret about a strategic point in your body, which I call the flow key, a point that if you interact with it correctly for just 30 seconds a day, can restore up to 50% of your vascular capacity without costing you a single rial. But wait, this isn't just a simple massage. There's a scientific protocol behind it, and if you don't follow the correct sequence, you're just wasting your time. And the reason you should watch this video until the very last second is that at the end of this episode, I'll teach you a paradoxical breathing technique that, when combined with this massage, will switch your nervous system from a state of stress and tension to a state of repair and rejuvenation. A lot of men actually do the exact opposite of this exercise, and that's why they feel more exhausted every day than the day before. If you want to know how to break the blood flow barrier in your body with your own hands, I recommend you join me on this scientific journey. Let's be honest with each other for a moment. What has modern life done to us? 2,000 years ago, our ancestors spent all day running, hunting, or plowing the land. Their pelvic floor muscles were naturally active and moving, but today we're champions of sitting. From the car seat to the office chair, and from there to the comfy couch in front of the TV. Maybe you've experienced this yourself too. When you turn 50, you gradually start to feel your legs getting heavier, you wake up in the mornings with less enthusiasm, and in your intimate relationships, you don't have the same confidence as before. The first thought that comes to your mind is, well, I'm getting old, it's natural. But I'm here to tell you that this isn't natural, it's the result of sitting. When you sit for hours at a desk or while driving, you're actually putting all your body weight on the most sensitive muscles and veins in your body. This constant pressure makes the pelvic floor muscles extremely tight and contracted. Now imagine you want to run water through a plastic pipe that's been crushed under the leg of a chair. No matter how strong the water pump, that is your heart, is, water won't pass through that spot. A lot of men, instead of removing the chair from the pipe, go and buy premium gasoline. That is, expensive supplements. They think that by taking some herbal remedy or some protein powder, a miracle is going to happen. But my friend, the miracle is in your own hands. You need to learn how to release that chronic tension from your body. One client told me that he eats the best meat and fruit, but still felt like his body was frozen in the pelvic area. His problem was that his pudendal nerve, which is mainly responsible for nerve signals in the genital area, had basically been suffocated by hours of driving. In this video, I want you to learn how, like this person, you can restore circulation to these areas. I want to talk about reverse engineering aging. Aging means the tissues dry out and lose moisture, while youth means flow and flexibility. I'm not here to give you false hope. If your lifestyle is full of fast food and stress, no massage is going to work miracles. But if you're ready to listen to your body a little, I'll show you how to unlock these old knots. But I want us to pause for a moment. This channel is a scientific and private space for you. I want to know how much you relate to this issue. Right now, write in the comments, have you ever thought that your drop in energy and ability was just because of hormones? Or how many hours a day do you spend sitting behind a desk or the wheel? Write down the number so I know how much we're exposed to this vascular blockage. I read every single one of your comments and design the next videos based on them. Liking this video right now gives me the energy to do more research and translate and simplify the latest global articles for you. Also, this lets YouTube know that this is valuable health-related content, and it will show it to other men who might be struggling with depression caused by these issues. And if you haven't subscribed yet, do it right now and hit the bell, because in the upcoming videos we're going to thoroughly discuss special diets for cleansing your arteries. Now let's get to the main topic, the nerves, the vessels, and that 30-second massage. Alright, let's talk about the golden triangle of capability, the artery, the muscle, and the nerve. For a man to have good sexual and physical performance, he needs to have all three sides of this triangle together. The arteries need to be open and flexible so they can deliver blood to its destination quickly, like a highway. The pelvic floor muscles shouldn't be too tight. Tight muscles choke the blood vessels. The nervous system should be in a relaxed parasympathetic state. Chronic stress causes the peripheral blood vessels to constrict so that blood is directed to the brain and heart, the fight or flight state. Many of you have problems with the second and third factors, meaning your muscles are tight and your nerves are under pressure. The myth of sudden testosterone drop. Many men think that testosterone suddenly stops at the age of 45. But the truth is that this decline is very slight, about 1% per year. The main problem is the reduced facilitation of blood flow. In other words, the hormone is present, but there's no pathway for it to move, and in 70% of clinical cases, it's shown that the person is hormonally completely healthy, but their arteries, due to cholesterol buildup or muscle contraction, are unable to transfer blood. But what is our unsung hero? The pudendal nerve. This nerve is the commander-in-chief of the genital area. When you sit for long periods, this nerve comes under pressure and transmits signals weakly. The massage I'm going to teach you today is actually a technique for releasing this specific nerve. But let's move on to the step-by-step guide for perineal massage, which is the focal point of the flow. The target point is the perineal area exactly between the scrotum and the anus. This is usually where the pelvic muscles intersect and the main blood vessels pass through. The way to do it is to first warm up your hands, be in a calm and private environment, and using your middle and index fingers, apply very gentle, light, and circular pressure to this point. Our goal is not pain. Our aim is to create a gentle warmth and a sense of release. The duration is just 30 seconds a day. This helps to relieve the tension that has built up in your veins from hours of sitting. Just one note. If you have inflammation, infection, or a skin condition in this area, never do this and consult your doctor. Many of you hold your breath when you want to do exercises. This is the worst thing you can do. While massaging in a lying position, inhale for 2 seconds, and as you completely relax your whole body, especially your pelvic floor, exhale deeply. What's the difference between this and Kegel exercises? In Kegel exercises, we tighten the muscles, but in this exercise, we're aiming for complete relaxation. For a man who sits at a desk all day, relaxing the pelvic muscles is much more important than tightening them. Now, the pelvic rocking exercise while sitting. If you're at the office and can't get a massage, do what I'm about to tell you. Sit on a chair, completely relax your muscles, and gently move your pelvis back and forth. This rocking motion helps stagnant blood in the pelvis start flowing again. But what are the supporting pillars? Lifestyle meaning hydration. If you don't drink enough water, your blood becomes thick. Thick blood can't pass through tiny capillaries. Drinking 8 glasses of water a day is the simplest remedy for sexual health. Sleep. Your hormones are restored during the 3rd and 4th stages of sleep. If you only sleep 5 hours, you're basically telling your body to self-destruct. But the enemies of your blood vessels are saturated fats, fast food, and too much salt. Salt causes high blood pressure, which damages the walls of your sensitive blood vessels. And one vital point and medical disclaimer: if you have diabetes or suffer from heart disease, these massages and exercises are only supportive treatments. Never under any circumstances should you stop taking your prescribed medications. Diabetes directly damages the walls of blood vessels, and you need to control your blood sugar under a doctor's supervision for these exercises to be effective. Let's put together everything we've learned today like pieces of a puzzle. We've realized that getting older is not a definite sentence for a lower quality of life. We've learned that our main enemy is neither our birth certificate nor necessarily our hormones. Our real enemy is inactivity and tension. Do you remember at the beginning of the video when I mentioned that 30-second secret? Now we know that the secret is massaging the perineal point to release the pudendal nerve and combining it with abdominal breathing. This combination acts like a reset for your vascular system, and when you give your body those 30 seconds, you're actually sending a message to your brain that everything is safe and to restore blood flow to your vital organs. I hope this video has been helpful for you and that you can avoid daily stresses as much as possible. Don't miss the upcoming videos. Don't forget to like, comment, and subscribe.